friends from the MI6 and welcome to my review for Our Kind of Traitor. Based on the John Le Carré novel of the same name, directed by Susanna White and written by Hossein Amini, it stars Ewan McGregor, Stellan Skarsgård, Naomi Harris and Damian Lewis. And this is about a couple who's spending some vacation time in Morocco and they find this nice gentlemanly Russian guy and he invites them to a party. There he sneakily meets with a husband from this couple played by Ewan McGregor and he gives him this pen drive and he asks Ewan McGregor's character, a poetics teacher in college, to give this pen drive to the MI6. Ewan McGregor accepts it and he gives it to Damian Lewis, and there ensues a whole big pile of horse crap. My friends, this movie is the primary example of how not to adapt a John Le Carré novel. You read the synopsis, you see that it is based on a novel from this guy, and you're like, wow, this should work so well. But it doesn't. I mean, this movie has no notion of what a thriller is. There is not one moment where you find yourselves fearing for these characters. There is not one moment where the intensity and the pressure and the predicament fills you up and you feel what these characters are going through. This movie basically has no beats. Every scene goes by like it was just a normal day in everyone's lives. I mean, the directing is awful, the pacing is completely off. There is not one moment in this movie that it is thrilling, and that is not one scene that does not go by the numbers. You can guess what is going to happen at every turn of this movie. The only thing you can take away from this is the performance that amazingly Damian Lewis, Stellan Skarsgård, Ewan McGregor, and for what she had to do, Naomi Harris, take from this movie. I don't know how they did it, but they had fine performances from an awfully written script. The director of this movie, I mean, I saw she directed Nanny McPhee, but she has no notion how to direct this kind of movie. You really have to know how to direct a thriller. There is not one scene like it doesn't look like our characters are doing fine. When they must be afraid of something going on, everything completely turns out fine and they follow up till the next scene. Not to talk about how this director is so passionate by glowing and shiny stuff. You complain about J.J. Abrams' lens flare? This director, wherever there was light, be it from the sun or from a reflection, boom, the light exploded, there was no contrast, absolute light and shadow cutting through half of Ewan McGregor's face. Are you kidding me? Speak with your cinematographer, lady. This is not how you make a shot in a movie. And not to talk about the fight scenes. The fight scenes are a freaking joke. And it annoys me so much because in a world after John Wick, and that is the most recent example I can find, there should not be a movie where it was allowed to film fight scenes like it is in this movie. I have no problem with slow-paced movies, but this movie doesn't know the very concept of pacing because it goes by so painfully slow. Honestly, there is so much backstory that you get hinted at throughout this movie, but then you get shown none of it. The only character that seemed to come to full realization and did not even reach that was Damian Lewis's special agent. The other characters are shallow. The actors did fine with what they could and what they had to do, but there was nothing to them. You come to the end of this movie, oh, fine, I just watched that, and it was a waste of time. I love all these actors. I love John Le Carré as a writer, even though I did not read this book. This is not how you make a movie, and this is not how you make a thriller. And Our Kind of Traitor is absolutely worse than expired milk. What did you think of Our Kind of Traitor? Did you like the movie? Did you not? Did you read the novel? Let me know your thoughts on that because I'm really curious at hearing how good, or maybe still bad, the novel is. We are only 5 subscribers away from the big 200, my friends, so subscribe, like, and share with your friends, family, and even your enemies, and let them come in and join our beautiful geeky community, and we can be geeky united. Tomorrow is coming my Legend of Tarzan Q&A, but you are still in time to send in your questions. So ask me anything you want. The subject is up to you. Just hashtag Legend of Tarzan Q&A in the comments below. And as you go down there, if you like this review and you want to join the beautiful geeky community, click subscribe and you can enjoy every video whenever they come out. Of course, my BFG spoilers free review is up right now and there will be a link for that right here. Thank you so much for watching my Our Kind of Traitor movie review. I hope the novel is good, and I'm actually curious to reading it if you guys tell me it is good. Right here is a link to my spoilers-free BFG review, and previous to that I uploaded my Legend of Tarzan spoilers-free review. The spoilers review is coming later today, and tomorrow the Q&A, and after that my BFG spoilers movie review, and of course next week I'm going to Star Wars Celebration, so I hope to see you in all those special videos and the next reviews coming to the Geekness Overlord channel. Cheers!